So I forgot to say this at the end of the reading like I usually do, so I'm going to throw my plug in here at the beginning. If you are interested in a reading from me, I have all kinds of goodies in my link tree now. There is a link for free readings. The only stipulation with that is that the free readings are going to be posted on social media. And there's two types of those. And then I have my paid readings on there. I also have my Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Also, my YouTube channel is in my link tree. All of my readings, well, 90% of my readings are posted on YouTube uninterrupted. So you get to check those out without there being 15 parts on some of them. But there you go. There's your plug. Love you guys. Hi, my handsome and beautiful friends. Free reading time. Okay, so here is the reading that we are doing right now. This is Miss Jenny. I've also done some channeling for you before I pulled these cards, so I wrote all kinds of stuff down. So I'm gonna go through the channeling first. Well, okay, first I'll read what your description is, and then I'll go through the channeling that I picked up because it may be relevant to some of that, but some of it I feel like is completely not specifically. Well, maybe, because a lot of it that I was getting is she needs to remember these things about herself, help her remember these things about herself. She knows these things, but she needs to remember these things about herself. Okay, so your question, what changes are coming in finance for the rest of this year? Should I stay in real estate? Will it provide the stability I'm looking for? That is for the cards. But a couple of things that I picked up about your specific Virgo energy. I keep hearing 9 lives. Now, obviously you're not a cat, but I don't know what your life path is. So look into that because it might be life path 9, and that might be something that gives you great insight. So check into that because 9 lives, I kept hearing that 9 lives, 9 lives. And I'm like, what? Or do you have a cat that eats 9 lives? Is that a cat food? I think it is. But I was thinking about timeline. When I heard that 9 lives, it made me think of timelines, and it kind of just led me in the direction to life path 9. So check that out, okay? If you haven't already. Okay, so a couple of things that I was picking up while I was digging into that 9 lives things is remembering that you are a knowledge seeker. Remember that you attempt to live rationally and reasonably. Spirit also said that you enjoy being in control. However, you're very flexible and you deal with unknown situations well. I feel like all of these things were brought to me because these are things that are marketable for you, maybe will help you in your career path. So Spirit also, I don't know if they're trying to be funny. I don't know, because your question wasn't even about love, but they were very adamant for you to stay away from Geminis and Sagittariuses when it comes to love. And they said to stay closer to Cancer, Capricorns, Taurus, and Scorpios. That's where the most of your compatibility lies. Do with that what you will. So I asked about some specific things, and here is what Spirit told me. So I asked about your career, and what I got was a sense of responsibility. You seek out the best opportunities. You have innate leadership skills, and you are detail oriented. And when I was writing that down, Spirit kept saying, but make sure that she knows that we know that she only does that when it's necessary. So you're only detail oriented, during specific times, I guess. They know that you only do it when it's necessary, but I guess that's okay, right? I mean, I went to town. I asked about, oh, they also said that you relate a lot to Woody Allen. I'm not really sure where that's coming from, but like what I was seeing was that show Cheers. And then I kept hearing she relates to Woody Allen. Okay, so you relate to Woody Allen. When it comes to love, you are admirable. You don't like liars. You're devoted and you're idealistic. I feel like those are qualities that you forget about yourself. I feel like all of these are things that you know, but you don't, I don't know. I don't think that you give yourself enough credit. The type of person that you are, Spirit gave me, is that you are communicative, you are gentle, you're adaptable, and you're slightly materialistic. That goes with pretty much every earth sign though, so don't wallow in that. But just know that they know. They're calling you out just a little. Perceptions, you are perceived as a tolerant person. You never betray your friends. You put high value on your friendships, and you're always available to help others. Those are all excellent traits, my friend, but also be available to help yourself. I asked for suggestions for you, and they went straight to, I feel like these are career suggestions. So I got interior design, project manager, commercial manager, and sales support manager. I don't really know what type, like if there are any titles in real estate, I don't know, but that is what Spirit is saying. So if you fall into one of those categories, my friend, it looks like you are on the right path. Okay. I am going to leave this here though, because I want to I want your energy, like I'm standing the book up. I want your energy to be all up and through this reading, because all of these things I have experienced as your friend. So you need to believe those things. Spirit doesn't lie. You don't like liars anyway, so you know Spirit doesn't lie. Okay, so let's start with what your question is here. Six of Swords. Okay. Immediately what I heard was a physical move. Like a change, a big change of scenery. I don't mean like this feels like the whole surrounding is different. And maybe it's not you. Maybe it's somebody else that needs to make a physical change. There is a physical move somewhere. But also with this card, it's like you are stuck in between the calm and serene waters and the choppy and toxic waters. Like the snake is chasing you and you are just like chilling in between the serenity and the chaos. So maybe that physical move is you. Like, get out of that shit. Get out of that shit. Like, get out of that shit. Cut yourself out of that shit with all six of your swords. All right. Ace of Swords. This is my cut through the bullshit card. There are conflicting feelings, very conflicting feelings that you need to cut through with this. I also feel like this is very, very relevant. This is a double-edged sword, okay? I feel like you already know what I'm getting ready to say, but in case this is resonating with any other with anybody else in the collective, double-edged swords usually are directed towards towards yourself. So cut out the self-sabotage. Cut out the self-doubt. Like, if you keep going the way that you're going, like, regardless, this sword is going to cut you because it's a double-edged sword. So you've got to cut through the bullshit. You've got to get rid of all of the self-negating that you are doing. You're getting called out. I mean, it's not funny, but like, maybe that's what you needed, like, Spirit to be like, you are all of these things, but you're also doing all of these terrible things. Like, you are this wonderful soul here, but you are destroying the what is embodying that soul. The moon. Okay, so you're gonna be like, haha, yeah, I know. Obviously you're confused and unsure of yourself. Okay. The moon card is about intuition. We all know this. But this intuition is not like the fun and cute kind of intuition. This is the intuition that tells you about your confusion and your uncertainty and brings those things to light. Where is this confusion and this uncertainty coming from? Are there lies? Are there, these are examples, but my point is, this type of intuition with the moon card is the intuition that is not that gives us the warm and fuzzies. This is the truth intuitions that are usually on the end of the sword that we don't want to be on. But if we don't get that message, if all we get is the fucking glitter and pretty flowers in our messages, we're never going to address the toxic things that we do ourselves. I don't feel like you are being lied to by anybody but yourself. I don't think that you're outwardly lying to yourself. I feel like you are forgetting who you are. It's not like you're telling yourself that you're a horrible person. You're just forgetting how fantastic you are. You're still getting called out. But in a good way. Like, in a good way. I think that this is positive. Page of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm getting with this card is that you need to gather your motivation and channel that energy towards action. Use your ambition for your gain. Stay optimistic and create a plan, okay? Regardless of where you choose to go, having something written down and like check boxes that you can mark off are going to help you feel like you are maintaining and you are in a sense in control of what you are doing. Okay, last we have Queen of Wands. Work with the own fire of your inspiration. Beat to the rhythm of your own drum. Don't follow the leader, be the leader. Create what it is that you want. With this card, like, I don't know if you have noticed or if anyone has ever noticed that the Queen of Wands is very good at embracing both their light and their dark and creating something beautiful from that. Like, whatever it is that they are good at doing, they shine through the good and the bad times. Sometimes it feels like those darks keep getting darker and darker and darker. But what you don't realize is that when you're back into the light, it keeps getting lighter and lighter and lighter. You are elevating, my friend. You are taking yourself to the next level. You just have to remember who you are and remind yourself how fantastic you are. I really hope that this has helped, and I love you so incredibly much. I'll see you next time.